From the information that we have at 1:34 this morning in the 3900 block of Dewberry, young teenage girl was asleep in bed, and she wakes up to hearing a child crying. Gets up, looks out her window, and sees what turns out to be a 2-year-old outside. And she does the appropriate thing, wakes up her parents. Her parents, our dad goes outside and collects the young man and brings him in. He's not very verbal, a 2-year-old. Contacted us, deputies responded, and began canvassing the neighborhood, which is to say they started going door to door, and then in the apartment buildings again door to door, and trying to wake someone up and make contact with each residence. In that process, they covered every place that someone would come to the door and didn't have any findings. They called Children's Division, who came out and took the child into custody. And then, as I refer down to the exact time, at 3:55 this morning, dispatch received a 911 call from the mother of the missing child. And at that point, we were able to confirm that she was the mother, and the Children's Division will make the decision on when the child goes back at that point. As far as I know, that protective custody in our case means we turn them over to Children's Division, and in this case, they would still have custody unless they've elected to return him or place him. I would recommend that everyone who's going to babysit take a babysitting class. Red Cross offers one that's used frequently throughout the area, just so they understand what their responsibilities are and have the skills necessary to be pretty effective. The child is in very good condition, and as the press release indicated, there were no signs of abuse. He was simply cold. So it's fortunate that he was found when he was. As we know, with any cold weather issues, hypothermia is always an issue. And at the temperatures we had, even at that, frostbite can be an issue. That's correct. In our belief, it'd been outside fairly recently. When we put our press release, we talk in as much as we can in legal terms, but as best of my knowledge, he's the biological mother. At this point, what we do is we wait for Family Services through Children's Division to finish their investigation and certainly compare notes. And if they think that there's something else that they perceive, then we would go with them. And if not, as long as our notes are equal in what we've ascertained, then that's where it would die.